Hey everyone, it's another episode of the Let It Fly podcast. You're hanging with the guys. It's Judd here. Over there is Gabe. We got JD. We got Saul. Now, fellas, we always have had legends on the show. Now, today we have someone who was already on his way there, but fast-tracked his legendary status with a big shot that sent Barangay Ginebra into the semifinals of the Philippine Cup in season 50. We have Stephen Holt with us.
Yes. There we go. NSD.
Welcome.
NSD, baby. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Dang, that was
I was
aggressive.
a little too excited.
Was that against Rainer Shaw?
Still mourning my
It was.
career, and
It
he's
was.
over here just.
He hit the shot against Rainer Shaw?
No, he didn't, but it's just, it's like NSD all
Yeah,
over.
he's
Why you
just-
all upon
yeah,
Gabe like
right?
that, bro?
Because
Back,
that's
bro.
what we've been doing. That's
Yeah.
what we've been doing, but you haven't been here, obviously, and you don't check the group messages. So
I mean, when you hit that shot, Stephen, the Let It Fly group chat, it went wild. Yeah.
Man, it
Big
was just
shot.
a big time moment. Just wanted to step up for my team. Again, just the twice the beat advantage going against us. We knew the odds were stacked from the jump. And so once we got that first game, we knew we just going to give it our all in that second game and that closeout game. And, credit to, my teammates. I get the credit for making the shot, but my shot doesn't happen without, Jeremiah's free throws or Troy's free
Hell yeah, that's my guy right there.
And, also RJ's, getting fouled and making his free throws. So, like I said, everyone's going to give me the credit for stepping up, making that shot, but I can't do it without those guys and what they did before me.
And the assist. He draw
Yeah.
two,
Draw two and kick.
Yeah.
kick to you.
And
Yeah.
RJ just having that presence of mind of, okay, cool, the last play was for him to try and attack and get a shot, but, he made the correct play, just the pitch, and me, I just had to just make the right read and pump fake and sidestep and just hold my follow through. And
When you let it go, did you know it was going in?
I kind of did. I knew. I just it was just one of those weird, like
That's my guy
those
right
innate
there.
feelings you have as a player. Like you just have to have your legs underneath you, hold your follow through. I saw the arc and just one of those things, just 2-1, and I knew it was going to go in, and jumped around in celebration with my teammates.
Have you like visioned that game-winning shot? Obviously, we all have
Don't
as
we
basketball
all?
players.
Yeah.
But did you, when you actually hit it, obviously you envision, when you actually hit it, did it feel as if you thought it were, or did you like plan to have a different celebration or different and then just black out? Or what was your celebration?
As you
You
guys
didn't
know,
see it, right? You didn't see the celebration?
As you guys know, man, I'm a pretty even keel player. Like I don't really do too many celebrations after hitting threes or anything like that. And anyways, but in that moment, I just threw my hands up, just started walking the other way, and then I feel the rush of my teammates, RJ tackling me, and the rest of my guys in the corner. But
RJ fucked up some
RJ,
shit, bro.
I love that. Poor woman.
Some poor fan, he's
Put your
like,
fan.
and she like, she...
Oh, he made up for it. The
He did.
next
He said
game,
sorry.
he
He
gave
said sorry.
that game ball, ball to
She
the
was
woman.
funny as fuck.
Hey, stay in your lane, bro.
Yo, she
Hey,
dropped.
everyone knows about and heard about the shot, but
Yeah.
I think it's time we dive deeper into Stephen's
Yes.
story and start
Yeah.
from the very beginning, as Tin would always say. Shout out to Tin, by the way.
She right? Where's she there,
She's
actually?
somewhere here. but yeah, Stephen, how did basketball start for you? Was there anyone who dreamt that dream before you?
I mean, for starters, I was just an athlete. I just love being active. I played soccer, baseball, basketball. But for me, it was easy to settle in on basketball because of my dad. He played at University of Portland in the States in college. And so he's just my role model and my coach for the longest RIP to him. But yeah, I mean, he was the one who put the ball in my hands at a young age. So I knew, even though I love soccer, I love baseball, I knew basketball was going to be, that sport eventually I'd focus on and try and pursue things.
Wait, what? Hold up, we're backpedal real quick. What position you play in baseball?
Shortstop and center field. So two most
athletic positions out there.
Did you play baseball for a while or just little? We talking about
No,
Little League?
just Little League. Little League, I stopped right before high school. Same with soccer. So I knew right away, like, if I want to take basketball seriously, I needed to really focus on AAU. But at the same time, I think it's important, just to play multiple sports and build that confidence with different, swinging a bat, kicking a soccer ball. That thing translates into basketball.
How about football? You say you play football?
No football. No,
Oh,
my
okay.
parents didn't let me. My dad tore his
Mom didn't
ACL in high school, and so I was soccer in the fall in America. So.
Okay. Hey, real quick, man, you mentioned, I don't want to just glaze over this. You mentioned that RIP to your father. When did you lose your father?
Yeah, so I mean, he had a battle with pancreatic and liver cancer for about 2 years. He passed away in 2020.
Okay.
So we're going on about 5 years now. So it's an incredible moment just to go back to that shot because my mom and my sister were in the stands.
Yeah,
that
they were
game.
there.
So when you
Family
talk
was here.
about my family's, obviously in the States, and then for them to see only 2 or 3 games during the Christmas break.
That's so dope, bro.
For them to be in the stands for that moment, we just hugged each other, and I was just like, man, dad was there for us. So.
You felt the presence of your father.
For sure.
We tried to get him here to come join the show, but they left on our initial date that we were supposed to jump in.
Yeah, it was just a quick little 2-week trip.
Yeah.
They had to get back for New Year's. But yeah, man, it's just an incredible moment. Obviously for me, but obviously for my family, since they were to
that makes that shot
even more special.
More special, bro. Hearing that part of it, that's though I lost my father as well, so I know what that feels like, man. So condolences to you. I know it doesn't get any easier. But yeah, man, it's dope. So would you say that you dedicate just your time after he passed, like to your father, like just every time you step on the court?
Oh yeah, I mean it's funny how your pregame routine changes or after game critique changes, because now I don't get those text messages before the game or what can you improve on after a game. So that's kind of something I had to battle with those first year, 2, 3 years, especially being overseas in Europe at that time with the time difference away from my family, losing that biggest support system. I really had to fight through it, So 5 years later, I'm still stronger than ever, I feel like, and it's been a big blessing to continue my career here in the Philippines.
He's still coaching you, bro. Still coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I hear those little tidbits, in my head before, after games, and just trying to just find those signs and just keep working, keep having a good attitude, battle through adversity, and hopefully this good ship will continue. So
dope, bro.
Rest in power, bro.
Well, it's been a journey for you in your basketball career, Stephen. Can you take us back to starting first in the G League, right? Which is where you got started with a professional career. How did that open up for you?
So just to take that step back further, I mean, once I graduated St. Mary's, I played there 4 years in college. It's a small D1 school in California. Our biggest rival is Gonzaga. Yeah. Coming out of St. Mary's, my biggest goal was just to get a summer league invite. So I did the pre-draft process with a bunch of teams. And obviously I was realistic. I probably wasn't going to get drafted. So I just had the right approach and mindset of, okay, let me attack these pre-draft workouts and press teams and scouts to try and get a summer league invite. And so that turned into fruition. I was with the Atlanta Hawks. And it was just kind of one of those things where I was one of the last man added to the roster, no promises, no guaranteed playing time. And, this training camp, 3-4 days, I just killed it. Just attitude, loudest one talking, clapping, defending, just making shots when I needed to. And that first game, I remember I played maybe 15 minutes. I had 3 for 3 in my shots, 8 points, and I was a plus 17 in only like 15 or 16 minutes. And then that first game left an impression on everybody. And then for whatever reason, what's his name, John Jenkins, their first round pick the previous year, rolled his ankle. And so that just inserted me into the starting lineup, and the rest was history. I was able to take advantage of that opportunity. And so that, enabled me to, get the G League. Because before that, actually, I went to camp with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Got you.
So I was in training camp for those 2 weeks before I got cut, and then went to the G League. But again, that was a tremendous experience, and just credit to my hard work and just honestly just taking advantage of the right opportunity at the right time and stepping up when I needed to. That's kind of how it happened.
Was LeBron in Cleveland?
And I mean, it was crazy because I was LeBron's first year leaving Miami, going to Cleveland. So that's when you had Kyrie, Kevin Love. So the media around the team was unbelievable. It was crazy. And me being a rookie, it's my first experience, but they said it was over the top. And just being in training camp for those, whatever, two weeks, getting to learn from the best.
Yeah.
I mean, as a rookie, I couldn't have scripted it better. I mean,
you said LeBron's the best?
I think so.
My guy.
That was really his guy. This guy loves LeBron. He's got your ass. He's this guy.
But for LeBron is my GOAT. But growing up, Jordan was my idol. But again, to see LeBron firsthand in person, his work ethic, knowing how to be a leader, but at the same time, just enjoying the game. I mean, you see social media clips all the time of him joking around, having fun.
Yeah.
But when push comes to shove,
it's go time.
The hardest worker on the team, biggest voice leader. So I think it was the coolest part for me is just to see that in person, because you see it on TV, you might see it on social media, but to see that, in person was probably the biggest, coolest thing for me.
I gotta ask this: what is something that surprised you the most? Because we seen all, like you said, you see that in social media and all that, and it's cool to see it in person. But what is something that surprised you that you didn't know about LeBron when you actually got to be in training camp with him?
I think just being approachable. I mean, whether he was boys with Kyrie or me being 15, 16, 17 guy in training camp, you know, he treated me just like one of the boys, like Steven, you know what I'm saying? I think that was probably one of the dopest things that I could experience. And like if he was walking down the street or in the mall, I'd definitely go up and say like, hey, what's up? And you know, just talk about maybe some couple memories. But I think that was probably the coolest thing is him being approachable. So,
Let's indulge Saul a little bit. You guys have had some interactions with LeBron too when he was here. What do you remember? What stood out, Gabe? In that
a lot of the same. Same year out of high school, had some overlap, played against, but didn't have the opportunity to have conversations or sit downs. But when I got here through Nike, shout out to the Nike plug. But same thing, approachable, respectful all the way across. But you could tell he really just enjoyed his day. There wasn't a lot of kind of fakeness to how he moved. He was pretty genuine on how he liked to compete. I think that was that
was it the Gilas thing? The Gilas thing we did, like old school Gilas, new school Gilas, and LeBron was there. It was that one, right? That was the one we talking about.
But I think it was at MOA too.
No, that's the one.
It's a Nike thing.
Speak to his work ethic.
That's the one. That's the one.
And he went back out and he had a full on workout. Yeah, after everybody was done, we're all leaving, and
that's when he threw that like Ray Parks threw that like 3/4 court alley.
Yep,
right.
That was me.
Oh my god!
No, he threw one to Ray.
This guy's a fucking dick.
Oh, he threw one to Ray.
All he does is fucking ride.
But I threw one to LeBron. Is what I'm saying.
Can we talk about Holt here for a second?
No, just hold on. But I'm saying we talk about LeBron. He asked a question, bro. Chill out.
You've been dick riding LeBron this whole fucking 3 years.
Relax. He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. But this is not about LeBron James. Sorry. This is about
he brought up LeBron James. Relax a little bit.
And you expounded like 4 fucking
Relax a little bit. Relax a little bit. He asked us how our experience with LeBron. Relax. Hey.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, dog. He does this
for
shit.
some reason, he don't like LeBron. I don't know why.
No, he cool, man. LeBron's the best.
But
He the GOAT. He the GOAT.
For the listeners to get an idea, who was in your draft class? Like who was that class coming in? Like for you to be a rookie with Cleveland that year, what did the rest of that draft play out? How was it?
Man, I have to go back to the archives. Who was the top pick? But the first pick for Cleveland was Joe Harris.
Okay,
the shooter.
Smoking Joe.
Bounced around the league. He's retired now, but Joey, I mean, take a step back further. He's from Washington, and I'm from Oregon, so I knew Joe for a long time through AAU. So we played against each other since 8th grade. So it was kind of ironic. Like, okay, I was kind of stepping into a familiar situation out of all the NBA teams because my former college teammate Matthew Dellavedova was there. Knowing Joey, their first round pick was there. Phil Handy, who was trainer in the Bay Area with me in St. Mary's, was there. He's the head skills guy. So there's a lot of familiar faces, and I honestly felt pretty comfortable going in because it had a lot of resources and guys I could talk to and help me out. So
2014 was that year, right?
Yeah.
So that was Wiggs' draft. Wiggs was the number 1 pick. Jabari Parker went second, and
it would have been 15 because I graduated.
15.
So it would've been 15. Yeah.
So Wiggins was
14.
Yeah, but
let me check.
15.
He got traded from Cleveland
the year before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns was 2015.
Okay.
First pick.
Man, that's a bash. But definitely, man. But like as we roll into kind of that experience in terms of the G League, speak on that. Just the travel, the competition, and how did it prepare you for your next step after that?
Yeah, I mean the G League was so much different when I was back then. Gotcha. I mean they had 3 contracts, A, B, C level. I mean, it's totally different now. I don't know exactly the rules, but speaking on the competition, I mean, everyone's hungry. Everyone's a dog. They're trying to get that 10-day call up. They're trying to stick on a roster. There were no 2 ways back then, so it's like you either play a G League season, get a call up, or you're just grinding out the whole entire season. But the travel was tough. Everything is commercial. You still have back-to-backs. You might play 3 games in 4 days. 2 road games. Come back home, go on the road. So a bunch of bus trips. Bunch of flights. Can't remember specific how many games we played, but it definitely was a grind. And you're obviously not playing in the best of arenas. You're not playing sometimes you might play in an NBA arena, but sometimes you might play at a college arena, a rec center type arena. But again, everything happened how it was supposed to happen. It was my rookie season, so I got a taste of what the bottom really feels like.
Yeah.
I didn't get a call up that year. But my team had a bunch of success. We made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. We lost, I think, Game 5, which would have been a Game 7 decider to go on to for the championship. But again, it was a great experience, and it just it's taught me just to be humble, but at the same time hungry. Like can't take anything for granted.
When was the moment where you were like, all right, I'm ready to go make some real money over water?
after that first year.
That was it. He's like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out of this. I'm out of this motherfucker.
I mean, and it's just credit to my mentality too. It's like you have to be honest with yourself as a player.
Yeah.
You obviously have the NBA dream. You feel like you can play in that arena. But at the end of the day, we all know like it's about not what you know, but who you know, who can get you into the arena, the opportunity. And so I just, told my agent like, hey, like I got the NBA training camp experience.
Yeah.
I played in the G League this first year. I went to Summer League the following year as well. But after that, I was like, okay, cool. Some of these, big clubs from Europe are trying to reach out, especially as a rookie, to where I can jumpstart my career. And so, I just wanted to see a couple more zeros on that contract and just try and build my resume overseas.
Where was your first job overseas?
First job is crazy how this worked out too. It was actually in Germany. So after that summer league, I had a choice between Ludwigsburg in Germany, Holt, Tel Aviv in Israel, and a team from Italy. So I ended up going to the team of Germany, but I actually got cut within the first month with that squad. And so that taught me how Europe, there's no guarantees. It's cutthroat. Like you can be doing well or not well, and communication with the coaches and management wasn't on par as what I would have liked. But again, I'm a rookie. At that time, I didn't truly have a mentor to guide me, through the European journey. And so I learned pretty fast how it was. And so that's kind of what set me up for the training camp with Cleveland and then G League. But then after that G League, I went to Australia. So that's when I played for Melbourne United. Australia is a great country to play in. It's a shorter season compared to Europe. They start at the same time as Europe, but it's about 6 months. Great weather. And from where I started in 2015-16 season in Australia to where it is now, I mean, Australia is regarded one of the best leagues in the world. But I really enjoyed my time in Melbourne that season.
Well, you played in all around the world. Which countries did you enjoy the most?
We're talking about Australia. I loved Australia. I played 3 seasons out there. I love Spain, playing the ACB. One of the best leagues in Europe. I mean, playing against the big dogs, Real Madrid.
Like Partizan, you played against Partizan?
I've also played in Alba Liga, against, again, the big dogs, Partizan, Zvezda, Vaduznos, all those. Dubai's now in the league. Right. So, I played against some big-time clubs, some great atmosphere in European basketball. And once you get to that certain level, those fans, it's life or death. I mean, that's why there's so much pressure, even in regular season games, that sense of urgency. That's why you see coaches yelling, doing all this stuff on the sidelines because, they can be fired if they lose 3 games in a row. So.
Who would you say, not including the Philippines, during that time, like who was the best player you saw or played against or played with?
Played against for sure Mike James. He's from Portland.
Mike James.
So I've known Mikey since middle school, high school. So shout out to Mikey. I would say Shane Larkin. Very good player, very good guard in Europe.
Was he in Russia at the time?
When did I play Shane? I played him in ACB Spain. So he's in Baskonia at the time. He was in Baskonia. Eric McCollum, CJ's brother. Obviously, we're talking about the trade. Certified bucket getter. He was a tough player to guard. Got to throw Luka in there, Luka Doncic.
You played against Luka?
Yeah, he was in Real Madrid, but he had his best season when he was the following year when he was 18 and had the EuroLeague MVP season, which was unreal. Got to throw him in there. I mean, those are probably some of the guys that just pop off the dome.
Why do you think Mike James didn't stick in the league? Because that dude is crazy talented.
He was nice.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just all about rolling opportunity. I mean, he can be the go-to guy, the face of EuroLeague, the face of European basketball, and now he's the all-time leading scorer in EuroLeague history. So he already etched his name in basketball. Period. Again, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just really what you want. I mean, do you want to be the guy at the end of the bench saying, "Oh, I'm on an NBA team," making solid money, or do you want to be an impact player, be a hero, be an idol to these people in Europe and make really good money? Because in Europe everything is net as an import, so you pay no taxes and you can have a really good setup. So I feel like that's where the choice he wanted to do, because we all know if he's could play in the NBA, so are a bunch of guys in EuroLeague or in Europe just need the right opportunity and right situation to flourish. So
it's about. What I hear you saying is about what legacy you want to leave. Playing basketball. For Speaking of that, I mean, you playing for. I mean, I hate to jump forward, but we're speaking of legacy. What is the legacy that you want to leave, especially playing for the country's most popular team? You just hit one of the biggest shots in probably Ginebra history. Like, what is the legacy you want to leave as a player playing for Ginebra?
Yeah, I mean, the shot was so recent, but I don't want that to be my biggest memory of my career in Ginebra. You know, I want to win championships.
Yeah.
I tell that to everybody in the media interviews, my teammates, my coaches. I know JD, when I was rookie season with him last season, he felt that, and that's just who I am as a player. You know, I care about winning so much. That's why I play two ways, not just offense. I try and defend the other team's best player, try and be a leader. And just throughout my career, I mean, just winning's just been so important to me. And you can just see I've made the playoffs every in a calendar year, every year in my career. So it's one of the hardest things to do, especially in Europe, because it's so up and down. And you only get one shot for a championship. True. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much different than the Philippines. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm just working so hard, with my guys, and I know the team is working so hard, and we just want to reward our fan base with a championship. And so we're just going to keep grinding until that happens. And as long as I'm here with Ginebra, I'm going to keep doing that because that's my goal.
You got one yet?
Let me say something, man. No, hold up. When we first got Steven on Ginebra, like, it took less than a week for us to know already, like, hey, this guy's legit, bro. Like, when we first started training camp and Steven just got traded, or he's on our squad now, the tone that he set, it was on another level. Like, as soon as he set that tone, bro, like, all the coaches, LA, myself, we all huddled up and we were already thinking, like, hey, man, he's the guy. He's going to be our next leader. Like that, in the first week, we already saw and knew that you had to get your footing and, you had to get, the respect from the teammates and all that. But, like, it just took a week and we already knew, like, oh, yeah, this is our guy right here, right off the bat. And then from that point, we went to Macau, right? And then we were roommates from Macau. We got to hang a little bit more, but
sorry, bro.
From that point, don't worry about
it. OG, man.
That's what I'm saying, dog. He likes to do this shit. From that point on, like, you already could tell already, like, he's a winner, and he's been part of winning programs, and the way he carries himself, it's different. And then you can see it now. To this day, he's the captain of the team. He does all the speeches and all whatnot, and it shows, man. So, like, I think we're very grateful and blessed that we got you on the squad on Ginebra, dog. So.
Well, I think the Philippines and the PBA fans are really thankful
man.
that you are hooping here. But how did that opportunity open up?
Yeah.
Was it always on the radar, and what brought you?
Yeah, how did you learn about Philippine Battle? Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get my passport for the longest time.
Yeah.
I mean, even going back to college, I remember Coach Chad even mentioned in some interviews that he came to St. Mary's for, I think, I can't remember, it was my sophomore, junior year, to try and recruit me, for Gilas. But obviously, you had to get your passport before you're 16.
That's right.
Now the rules changed to 18, I think. So, but yeah, I think when I was three years ago, just got a DM from Finlam Select, and they was able to help me get my passport, and the rest is history. And so once I knew I was able to get my passport, and the league changed the over 30 rule, I mean, it was a no-brainer for me to make that jump to the Philippines, because I told myself, like, I don't know when in my part of my career I'm going to play in the Philippines or how I'm going to get there. I know I wanted to at least play a couple seasons out here, and so just God's plan, man. It's just crazy how I spent those 9-10 years in Europe, Australia, G League, and then the passport finally appeared in front of me, and then just wanted to take advantage of this opportunity.
Is it what you expected?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, to be honest, growing up, I didn't really know too much about the PBA, the teams, the players. It's easier, accessible nowadays, with YouTube, social media. And so growing up, I didn't really know many of the teams. I knew maybe TNT or Ginebra. That was about it.
You didn't know about Terra Firma, huh?
Definitely didn't know about Terra Firma until my agent told me about the situation. But yeah, again, that just speaks again to my character. Like, I wanted to change that culture when I was there. I wanted to win.
You guys competed, bro.
Yeah. We competed, and I remember.
Wait. Yeah, say it. Remember when you started saying some shit in through the media?
Oh yeah,
because y'all made it to the semis, and then take us what happened with that shit.
Well, even take a step further. I mean, I remember the first media day with Terra Firma. And I was dead serious. I'm like, hey, we're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember
and
that,
everyone was laughing at me. Everyone was like, oh, are you serious? Like, joking and stuff. But lo and behold, like, we worked it out. We finally found our groove. And I was able to move to the point guard position in the second conference because there was only 2 conferences my rookie season. So the all Filipino, I told coach like, hey, like move me to the point guard. Like I'm not really a true 3, especially with this offense. And so I was able to elevate the guys. Wami was able to make mythical team. Javi had a career year, which allowed him to go to Korea. A bunch of guys. And so we had a historic season. We made the playoffs. We beat San Miguel in the twice
first
game.
game.
The very first
I
game.
remember that shit.
But again, they just wore us
Y'all
down
weren't supposed
in that
to.
second game.
You weren't
But
supposed to win.
But
5 on 8.
But again, just going back to that, I just wanted to just do the best I can and with the situation that I was presented. And so that's literally what I'm trying to do here. With
I think you
That's
really
dope, bro.
changed the culture because that was also, I think, the first time that Terra Firma had guys on the mythical team and winning awards and really competing. But initially, Stephen, when you got drafted, I remember the headlines was that you were speaking of legacy, you wanted to fulfill your granddad's dream of you hooping or your family's dream of you playing at least one season in the Philippines. But you've been here far more than that. Seems like you're enjoying here.
Yeah, I mean, I love it out here. Like, it's a big blessing getting to meet all of my family and cousins from Pampanga. They try and come to as many games as they can, give them tickets, and just getting to just know the culture a little bit more. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I didn't really understand or learn Tagalog as a kid. We had a few Filipino traditions, eating the food and stuff, but I was pretty much Americanized in the household. But I think that's just for me, just the coolest thing is the basketball. But again, learning the culture, the languages, the players before me, and again, just trying to just improve this league. And when I'm done playing, hopefully leave it in a better place than when I got here as a rookie.
Would you still be here if you was on Terra Firma?
It's crazy how that whole trade happened because
What was the lopsided trade? I gotta hear.
not even about that, but I was geared up, ready. Like I had all my shoes were green and white. I land in Manila. The next morning, my phone just you got traded, and so I didn't know about the trade until the day I landed. I was getting ready for training camp with Terra Firma, and then
Who'd you get traded
I
for?
hit you up, dog. I was like, hey, babe. What's up, dog? You
yeah,
ready?
the very first day I get a text.
What's up, baby? Let's go.
But so it was me, Isaac Go, in the third round, third pick, which turned out to be RJ for a C-Stan and Stanley Pringle. So that was the trade.
That's right. So
Yep.
that's right. That was
Yep.
It's actually not that lopsided, to be
For a
honest.
change.
It's lopsided. It's lopsided because they must have known
They know
C.
something.
Stan was like, he done. Because he didn't play. What did he play? One conference for Terra Firma?
Played a
When he
handful
won
of
it,
games.
He played.
Handful of games. I think
He
he didn't even finish that conference.
Neither did Christian though. Christian, he kind of ducked out too.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
C. Stan.
Oh, C-Stan. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Stan.
Pringle in my
I'm
head.
talking about and then
Stan or
Stan
C-Stan.
was kind of on the
Stands
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to both y'all.
Yeah, good teammates. But Steven, speaking like your transition, so you got yourself established now. You're the leader of Ginebra in a span of less than 2 years, which is crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
For a team that has established vets.
Yep.
Naturally, everybody leads in their own way too, right? Those guys kind of do what they do. But for you, what is kind of a goal that you have set? Maybe not on the court, but just as a leader, like what's one step that you can take to kind of increase your value on that end?
Yeah, for starters, I couldn't really lead fully with my voice yet my first year. I mean, I was a new guy on the team, still learning the triangle.
I was begging you every day.
He was
Please,
trying
Steven,
to,
say
still
something.
new with the triangle. We still had LA, and so I had to lead by example.
Yeah.
Every day in practice, setting the tone with my voice, just sprinting, running, doing everything right, basically, and how Coach Tim wanted. So where now it's not just focusing on my individual ability, whether I have a good game or bad game. It's like finding the pulse of my teammates, whether that's on the offensive end, defensive end, pushing them, reminding Japeth, hey, run the floor, box out, rebound, just trying to encourage him. Or
You gotta remind that motherfucker every time, bro.
just little things. I mean, obviously, reminding Scotty like, hey, you're a lead dog. We feed off of you.
Yeah.
And it's little things like that, just reminding everybody of who they are. As a leader, you have to fine tune the right moment to really push a guy, or just a pat on the back, like, hey, I got you, little stuff like that. And so that's where I've had to grow this year. And for me, I feel like I'm at my best is when I'm talking, when I'm leading anyways. So this kind of feels natural to me.
Got you.
Sound like you got some competition, Gabe, and a good guy. You know,
This guy,
good leader category.
He's Mr. Perfect.
No,
he's there.
don't you disrespect my boy like
I
that.
didn't disrespect no.
There's only one Mr. Perfect here, and that's Gabe Norwood. This guy got to earn that. All right, wait, relax.
You don't even know. You weren't even.
This
You've been
is
out of the
Mr.
league
Perfect.
for almost a decade. Shut
I
the fuck up.
got to tell a funny story though about you, man. Like the first time I ever met you. You know, obviously I feel like, you know, I play for Ginebra, you would know me, I know you. But the first time I actually met you in person was I came to a Ginebra game. Haven't been to a Ginebra game in a while. I don't know if you've seen the meme where Obama's like dapping up everybody, like all the black folks and the brothers, and like, what's up, man? And then he gets to the white guy and he like shakes his hand. So I get into the locker room. And everyone's happy to see me. It's been there in a while, dapping everybody up, doing my, I used to have a handshake with almost everybody on the team. So I'm doing my handshake with everybody. And I get to you after JB, I get to you, were like in the corner locker, right?
Yeah, in Arnetta.
Yeah, in Arnetta, you remember?
Yeah.
And I get to you and I'm like, what's up, dog? And you go, hi, my name's Steven.
That's crazy.
He said,
It was not with that motherfucking voice.
I was like, what's up?
Stop the cap.
It happened like that. I was like, what's up? I went like this came in for like the
with the
homie
lower
hug.
tone.
Like we been
lower
boys.
voice.
He's like, hi, nice to meet you, Steven.
No, it wasn't.
The crazy part is,
don't that motherfucker. I got you, dog.
don't let him bully you.
Yeah.
Probably, how intimidating is it if you go into a room and you have a secret handshake
With everyone.
Yeah.
14
What
other
they gonna do,
people,
dog?
and then you get up to the one dude that you haven't met? What was he? What did you expect?
Give me a hug. Like, what's up?
He ain't gonna give your ass a hug. He don't know you.
He don't know
He don't know your ass.
Does not know you.
Hey, we cool now. So we did a handshake after the podcast.
handshake?
We're
Hey,
cool.
I told JD when you came in and you gave me one of these, I was like, yo, we
Yeah, we're good
That
now.
motherfucker, he started looking at me. He was looking at me all happy and shit.
Yeah, we good now.
Hell yeah, I like that. Hey, I see you because, I see you like, you say you play both ends of the floor. I prided myself on that. I used to tell Coach Tim, I don't know, you could ask him. I used to go to tell Coach Tim, hey,
ask him.
give me the best player. I don't care if he's 6'8", 6'1", 5'3". Give me the best player. I want to guard him. And I feel like you're asking the same thing. Like out there, you always guarding the best player. You're very versatile. I don't want to glaze you too much, but you, hey, honestly, really credit to you. I even told Joe. And I think JD was in the stands too, and I was like, man, you could tell this dude's like a good leader. And he was like, yeah, Scuba. I was like, who the hell's Scuba, bro? Scuba, that's my boy Scuba. I'm like,
We should talk about that too, real quick. Like the whole scuba thing. Where'd that come from? Man?
Yeah, so it's been my nickname since high school. So my freshman year on varsity, the seniors, I think started calling me it. It's from the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
We OGs.
Action,
that makes sense.
little action figure, Super Steve. And so that's right around when the time when the movie came out. And so that's when I got my nickname. And so originally it was just for hazing, I thought, but
I mean, it has no relation to basketball.
That's what
Like
I'm saying.
zero.
So I
It
thought,
just
man, they just making fun of me, but it really has been my nickname since high school. And so every country that I played in, all my former teammates and coaches, they know me as Scuba. So it's incredible. So now I remember one film session, one of our coaches were pointing out, Scuba, and Coach Tim was like, "Who's Scuba?"
What's a
like,
scuba?
He really had to, like,
What's a scuba?
Who's Scuba?
What's a scuba?
And
What's a
then
scuba action?
And then,
Good old Coach Tim.
So and then we had to explain to Coach Tim for about 15 seconds. Oh, that's me, Coach. It's from Big Daddy Adam Sandler movie. He's like, okay.
He's like,
does he call you Scuba?
What?
Now?
He did it once this year. That's about it. But if we get a Scuba, then I know it's a good day. So,
man.
But everyone else, all the assistant coaches, trainers, everybody in Ginebra calls me Scuba. So.
Yeah, I see that. This boy kept calling you Scuba. We were in the stands like, bro.
That's Scoobs, baby. Yeah.
Well, but Stephen, can you speak about playing for the winningest coach in the Philippines? What it's like? What's it been like? Playing for Coach Tim.
For me, it's been easy to get along with him. I mean, just what he demands. He demands perfection, demands the details.
Details. Yeah.
And that's just kind of who I am as a player. Like I care about the little things. Care about leadership, attitude, working hard. And so on that aspect, it's been easy to get along with. And the one thing I love about him too is he still coaches me. He yells at me in practice, yells at me in games when I'm not doing the right thing. He holds me accountable. And so I appreciate that in a coach. I'd rather have a coach that yells at me and wants to be accountable versus me just doing my own thing, and if I make a mistake, nothing's said, then I think that's a sign of a bad coach.
Man.
So.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Cash, O, and Izzy, did you hear that? It's not just me or your coaches, my sons. You got to be coachable, man. And I think that speaks a lot to who you are as a player, man. You're how many years in, played in Europe, G League, but you can still humble yourself to walk into a room and 100%. Say, I can get better. Or if I am slipping up, having a bad day, call me out and get me right. So Ginebra found a special player when they got you, man, and so did the PBA, the league itself. So
it helps when he's the winningest coach in the whole league too.
Exactly, but he was doing that at Turf. I guarantee you.
Triangle.
I guarantee you.
Hey, how do you like the triangle?
Yeah, best offense that won a championship, right, in 61 years on the national team, right? The triangle offense.
I think for me, it was a huge adjustment. The shots that I was used to getting in Europe, the playmaking, spreading the floor, pick and rolls, and trying to hunt certain shots when you call a certain play for a certain player. I think that was just the biggest adjustment for me is how can I find the shots that I want to be successful and to help the team. And so that took me a while to fully grasp and understand because, you guys play in the triangle, you've, gone against the triangle as well. And so, like if you have a certain game plan going to a game, a team could totally take that out. Yeah. Like if you really like a 2-pass pick and roll with Jap on the weak side, a team can just totally take that out as part of their scouting report. So you have to move on to the next thing. So as much as I love at being a read and react, you really have to just be mindful of the actions if they're taken away and just really take advantage of what the defense gives you.
But that's what makes the triangle so special is that it's not a set offense. It's not like, okay, we're going to run 2 and then if we don't run this, now it's just we don't know we're in. Everything is like, you take that away, we got to counter for that. Yeah. You take this away, we got to counter for that. And that's what makes it so, if you get guys on the same page, that's what makes it so unstoppable. Because if you have the personnel and the minds to do it, now you're able to read and react so easy. And it's like a drum, Coach Tim talks about that drum. It's like, you can be able to play off of that so easily. You talk about you're not used to being in a pick and roll set. Get in the corner, tell them 3-pass you and go through. Now you're in a pick and roll set. You know what I'm saying? Or slide that guy through, run the X. It's like there's certain things that you can do in that triangle if you get guys on the same page. And it's so good at that. I got to shout out Joe DeVance. He knew how to manipulate the triangle where it was like, oh, we want to get this guy. Hey, give me the ball, whether it's open or not, and we're gonna, go high low here, or we're gonna do a back screen here. It's like he can manipulate it. So if you really learn it, I don't know where Coach Tim has you playing, but you can manipulate the offense like big time.
Even going back to Joe, I mean, even that conference that he played with us, I felt those little nuances within the offense. He'd tell me, Steve, do this, wait for this flare, like all this little stuff.
You're wide open.
He would be like, don't listen to coach, listen to me, all right?
He was definitely a good leader for us. And I mean, we almost won a championship that season with him. But definitely shout out to Joe. I mean, he, with the nuances with the offense and how to tweak it and find open shots, especially for me when we have those conversations on the floor was tremendous.
Is that the reason why wherever Coach Tim went, Joe went with him?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
He was the key to that triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though he kind of bucked against the grain on a lot of this stuff, but he was usually right half the time when he would.
Well, more than half, for real, yeah.
Right.
It's real.
Stephen, I think we spoke in length about who you are on the basketball court, but who do you pride yourself to be when you're off the court, when you're away from the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty even keel. I mean, I'm about to be 35 this year, so I put a priority on just taking care of my body. So just recovery, treatments, doing everything I can. I mean, it sounds lame, but that's where I'm at in my career, especially playing almost 40 minutes a game. Like I really have to lock in and take care of this seriously. I'm video games, Netflix. I DJ on the side, just a little bit of everything.
We got to talk about that. We got to talk
DJ?
about that. Wait, we got to talk about. He got some
club, bro.
scuba.
You nice?
He got some DJ Scuba Steve in him, dog.
Is your DJ name Scuba Steve?
I don't have a DJ tag. It can be so.
Yeah, you got spin over at his club.
No. If you ain't got no DJ name, you can't just come to him.
He got skills. You have not seen this shit yet.
For now, I mean, it's just been a hobby, just trying to learn the trade, learn. The skills and stuff. I've always had a fine-tuned mind of how to kick back or before a game and what to play certain music and stuff. And so I just want to translate that into DJing. It's totally different skill. Hip hop, R&B mainly. Obviously I love old school, a little bit of house, but mainly just hip hop and R&B.
Man of many hats.
But yeah, music's always been a big part of my life. I always have my AirPods in before the game. Just a way to calm down, focus.
You know what? Before we get into anything we don't want to put out, how about we go to our Let It Fly segment? So, tell Stephen how we do this.
Oh, yeah. You haven't done that in a minute.
So, I don't know if you watched any of.
I'm nervous.
I don't know if you watched any of our episodes. Have you?
I usually be seeing the clips, the short bits.
We got to change that. I need you to just like and subscribe. All y'all like and subscribe. Come remember, you know what I'm saying? Get on our Discord.
Jump in.
Part of our daily fantasy squad. I need all that. All right.
Yeah, I got you.
You my guy. You a good guy. You know.
Oh, we got the handshake now.
We good. We good. So what we do here on Let It Fly, it's kind of like at the end of practice, you getting your shots up, right? You go 5 spots around the arc.
Yep.
So we gonna just shoot you questions, and you gonna let it fly, bro.
Let's rock.
It ain't no thinking, but you do have a safe word. In case you do come across something that you don't want to answer, you use that safe word and we'll pass it on and get to the next question. You know what I'm saying? We do have some respect
What's your
around
safe
here.
So you got to give us a safe word.
NSD.
NSD.
NSD? Okay.
Not sure if that's a word. Sorry.
It's not really a word. Never
Sorry.
You ain't with us, true.
You're not with us.
Crazy. Get this joint. Damn.
I'm keeping
You're
it
a
going.
good guy, but not a smart guy. Don't play. All right, it is D. Cool.
Okay, so NSD as a safe word of Stephen, and we're going to start with Gabe.
I will ask the first question. We going with who's the toughest matchup, and like somebody you just hate the guard. Who's your toughest matchup here in the PBA?
PBA. I say I put Robert Bullock. Just his speed,
Solid.
his speed, shot making ability, and he'll put up 20 shots a game. So you got to be locked in every single time. So you can't relax with him.
All right. So given that he's your toughest matchup, I'll pivot to who is one player in the league that you wish was on the Nebra, wish was your teammate outside of Robert. And actually, you answered that one, but one more player in the league that you would want with the Nebra.
Can we say past or present?
Why?
You say past or present?
Past or present? Can I bring Jamie back? Real talk,
That's an answer. That's an answer.
Let me bring my guy Jamie Malonzo back if I can.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Respect that.
I respect that. And I'm going to go off the grid a little bit. You played at St. Mary's for 4 years. Gonzaga is the benchmark kind of there in the conference, right? Mm-hmm. That's your rival. That's who you guys went against. In your 4 years, who's one guy from Gonzaga that you wish was over at St. Mary's?
Man, they had a ton of great guards. The first person that comes to mind is Kevin Pangos. Pangos was super tough since his freshman year, starting point guard. He had a great career. Still strong career over in Europe. So for sure, probably him.
Yeah, I'm a college basketball fan, so I had to take it there. But I'll swing the pass over to Saul. X3.
Your politically correct questions.
Politically correct questions.
Let me give you some hot fire over here.
Talk to me.
These is like you're gonna take a few steps behind the arc to shoot these. All right.
4-point
PBA, baby.
Yeah, 4-point line. The hell is that? All right, Scuba Steve.
Yes, sir.
You've played overseas, many teams, many leagues. What is one thing that is a huge difference between leagues that you've played in and the PBA?
I would say the sense of urgency between every single game, just from the fact that you're fighting for your life every single game. You have the possibility of relegation. The bottom 2 teams get cut. The threat of changing imports, the threat of a coach being fired. There's some good coaches in the EuroLeague that have already been fired. Beginning of the season, you lose 3-4 games between EuroLeague and domestic league. They'll switch, bring in a new coach, bring in new imports. So I just think the sense of urgency of every single game feels like a playoff game, because the difference between the eliminations and playoffs is two different senses of urgencies in the PBA. But my feeling in Europe is just that every game feels like a playoff game.
So next question is, when you came to the PBA, what were your thoughts coming in with the competition? Were you like, I'm just going to dominate these guys? Or what is one thing about the style of Philippine basketball that you would say was hard to adjust to? Or was it, something that you're like, oh, this is going to be easy league to play in?
Easy is not the right word because we have talented players across the board, even, from Terra Firma all the way up to, San Miguel and every team in between. For me, I think the biggest adjustment was just, it's small, but having the 48-minute game. Most of my career, I'm playing only the 40-minute game, but at the same time, the way Europe is constructed, it's kind of like rain or shine with the minutes that you're given. You have to lock into those 5-7 minutes when you get on the court. Some games you might start, some games you might not. And so just to have that mentality of being locked in all the time. And so that's kind of where I had to translate and grow as a player in the PBA because, I had to look up this before I came here. The most minutes I averaged in Europe was like 26.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like 34, almost 35, and I'm playing the most minutes in my career, like 38, almost 40 minutes a game. So I think that's just the biggest adjustment for me. And playing both ends. I don't think the casual fan understands how difficult that is to try and be a playmaker and score, and then you got to turn around and guard a CJ or guard a Ronde for 40 minutes. I guess it's super tough, and so I think that's been the biggest challenge.
What are some of your? This ain't a let it fly question. I just want to piggyback on that. What are some of your ticks when you're defending a guy? Like, what are things that you look for to take away? Or, Coach Tim talks about taking away strengths and stuff like that. What is something that you do as an individual when you're on the defense side?
To be honest, I'm still hooping, so I'm not going to give away my full secrets, but we can talk about it after the pod. But for sure, you have your game plan within the team, but then you have to have a game plan as an individual for sure. And so depending on who my matchup is, whether it's a bigger guy like Ronde or a smaller guy like a Juan Gomez, you just have to have a different game plan. How you pressure, where your hand placement, protecting the crossover behind the backs, like just a little bit of everything, and just truly knowing how much space you can give, how much pressure, contesting every shot, and just being physical. I think those are just some of the things that I look for. And at the end of the day, for me, you just have to contest every shot. Sometimes it's better offense, sometimes it's better defense, but as long as you can test every shot, that's what Coach Tim preaches. And so
make
that's
him
why
take
I
the
kind of
lowest
just like
percentage
to do. So,
do you talk shit?
To be honest, not really.
You don't play the mental game with him?
No, I'm really not too emotional, which is why I'm really mad at myself because last game, I picked up my fourth foul by doing a cheap shot to Chris Ross when he was talking. Yeah. And so it's ironic that I say
Ross is talking to you?
He was chirping.
It's ironic how it happened because my whole career, man, nobody can really break me. And so it was just one of those games and moments that happens to the best of us.
Motherfucker see Ross.
But especially in that
you let his old ass get to you?
I know, it's funny, right?
Crazy.
So it's a pivotal point in the game for us. And so I just, just hate that I did that because we were 49, 42. I picked up my fourth foul. I was in rhythm, with my shots. I was feeling good offensively that game as a total. And so I know not the sole reason why we lost, but I feel like that was a big turning point in the game is when I picked up my fourth because now I can't be that offensive spark plug. And on the defensive end, now another guy has to guard, a CJ or Troliano. Yeah. So it's just one less good defender out there on the floor. So
like you said, you impact winning. So, That's a big.
Wait, how many questions you
big
have?
thing. I got one more.
You guys talk all crazy about my questions. I got my questions.
I got one more.
Ask you the rock, and now you're over there dribbling.
I got
just over there like this.
I got one more let it fly question, and this was a good one, but let me think of it. I forgot.
All right, I'm gonna sneak in because I only have 2 questions, but I'm gonna use one because I'm really curious. What did C. Ross tell you for you to get that foul and break you?
It was just an incredible 3-minute segment of me. 3 minutes of the game. It just one thing added up to another. I tried to take a charge on CJ. I thought I got in front. I
remember that when he challenged you.
They did the challenge.
Coach was pissed.
Coach was mad about that. I thought I did a good job of getting in front, getting the charge. Didn't get that call. Go down, come back, and then go down. I turned the ball over on the sideline. Probably shouldn't have turned that ball over. Then the ensuing play, he kept talking, and then I just kind of did a little, sportsmanlike thing. But again, it's out of character. I assume I won't be doing any of that extra stuff.
Yeah, the real Mr. Perfect Gabe Norwood would have never done that.
Yeah, so. I never seen Gabe.
Still winning.
He got kicked out. He got suspended from a game before. Remember? And
I know he threw a ball at a dude.
He never got suspended.
I got suspended from a game because of his ass.
See, he never got that.
Right. You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
Come on.
All right, I got my question. I got my question. It's the next question.
Come on now.
It's the next question, Scuba Steve. Besides terra firma and Ginebra, if you could play for any other organization in the league, who would it be for?
Offensive wise, I love Morocco's offense. Obviously, they have a European coach and how they try and manipulate their pick and rolls, pick and roll action, just trying to give the guard space. And then there's the bigs, twist and Gortat and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I would do well in Morocco's offense. And then I also think TNT, the way they spread the floor, bomb threes and transition, their flow offense, I feel like those two offenses would suit my game.
You just want to choose the enemy, huh? Just the smart side. Okay.
It's just ironic that they're on the other side of the playoffs right now, but I feel like how they play is how my game fits as well.
You would do some damage over there.
Hit that triple double, man.
Who's the GM over there? Who's the GM over there? They better get on the phone calls. When you a free agent?
Y'all
I don't think I'll hit
him.
I got about 4 more years before I'm a free agent. That puts me at 39, 40.
That's right.
You'd still be hooping.
JD hooped till he was 46. Shit.
Did I? I mean,
Collect that check, brother.
I think I was just a practice player.
He was CTC.
TTC.
I was
Collect that check,
at
brother.
its fullest, boys.
Stephen, do you remember the player who gave you your welcome to the PBA little nudge, little hit?
Like a highlight reel play?
What was your welcome to the PBA moment?
Yeah.
To be honest, not really. As far as physicality, I don't think that has happened. Obviously, there's physical plays throughout the game. But yeah, I never really been clocked per se. Maybe go to YouTube or do some research. But to me, I don't really remember me going up for a layup and getting clocked or anything like that. So if you guys find something,
someone's gonna find something.
But did you have like a moment where you're like, oh damn, like a welcome to the PBA moment, not necessarily physicality, maybe someone crossed your ass up?
Yeah, literally my first game. It was Terra Firma versus Northport. I remember Josh Manzone was driving to the baseline, and I just I don't know if I stepped on his foot or snatched my ankle, and I fell down and he hit the jump shot. And so
snatch back.
I saw that. Yeah, that's on YouTube. You guys can find that. So,
we're gonna play that clip in our next short.
So shout out to Josh. I mean, he's a tremendous player.
Shout out to Josh, man. He's a real one.
So definitely got a lot of respect for him and how he's grown since I've been in the league.
100%.
Cool.
Passing on to you.
No, he said so many. I'm good, man. I don't got any questions.
I have a non-let it fly.
Let's keep it going.
Second question as well, though. I know there's a picture shown. I completely forgot that you're in
Twitter thing.
The arena when we qualified for the World Cup. We're in Kazakhstan, and you're courtside. And I remember going over and dapping you up. Like somebody, I don't know if it was Coach Chot or Josh Reyes. Somebody had said, Stephen Holt's over there, and I saw the picture. JD sent the picture the other day. It tripped me out. I completely forgot. Kind of speak to your time in Kazakhstan, because for me, Kazakhstan is one of the most underrated country. I want to go back. I want to visit. I didn't get to go around much, but
Central Asia, right? Central Asia,
yeah. I mean, it's a futuristic city. They have all the buildings, all the bells and whistles. It's just super cold. That's just the only down part about it. It's just super cold with the snow. But the club itself was in the VTB Russian league, and so before the conflict with Ukraine and the war, I mean, VTB was probably top 3 league in Europe. I mean, CSKA Moscow. Kimki before they folded, Zenit, Unix, you name it. They had a bunch of great clubs. And so that was, like I said, I was super excited that was my first ever game seeing Gilas live. And so to be in that arena and just watch you guys qualify, I'm just sitting there like, man, I really wish I could have my passport and be out there. And that's what I ended up tweeting. And so fast forward now, it's just crazy that I'm actually here, have my passport, even though I'm not eligible for Gilas, but to be in the country, getting to play, against, Gabe, I knew his name, but even before that, again, it was just a cool experience for me to finally get closer to the Philippines. I'm out in Europe. I'm not really, following the league too much. There's maybe, tweets and whatnot here and there. But again, to finally feel, the team, the culture, and you guys celebrating, I mean, that was big time.
That's dope.
Hold on. So you said he dapped you up?
No, I went over. Yeah, I got the dap.
So he gave you one of these?
So
not this.
He
That's
probably
crazy,
saw
bro.
you for how you were, because he dabbed him up. He didn't dab your ass
crazy,
up.
bro.
For
That's
some
crazy.
reason.
We're going to have to talk, Scooby.
You're Puerto Rican or something. You ain't black. I don't know. It's something.
I'm just saying, he didn't know you, and he gave you one of these. All right.
Fresh off a dub.
This is officially the longest Let It Fly segment, but I'll wrap it up with one. What's the best Filipino food? The one thing you always go back to, Stephen?
Balut?
If there is one.
I have not had balut yet.
Yeah,
So I haven't had that yet, but for me, I grew up with chicken adobo and lumpia, so I'd just say those two for
Solid
sure.
ones.
Just basic, but
Staples.
still
He's
staples.
Filipino, folks. He really is.
So,
there you go.
Stephen, we're super excited, to see the rest of your career pan out. We know that championship you're chasing, the PBA, is right around the corner. But
Got this, dog.
speak to the millions of fans you and Barangay Ginebra have and probably watching. So go ahead and speak to them, to the camera.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, thank you so much for the support so far. I'm going to year 3 already in the PBA, which is crazy. I feel like I'm just been a rookie and just getting my feet wet with the league. But again, I feel the love and support that this country has for basketball. Before, I got traded to Ginebra, but now that I'm with Ginebra, I definitely feel it even more. Before the games, at the games, after the games, with pictures and everything. Like, I truly appreciate that support. And again, that's just a reminder to you guys of how hard we're working behind the scenes, and we just want to reward, our fan base with the championship. And so, until that happens, I'm gonna stay working. Hopefully, continue to stay healthy. But again, it's just been a huge blessing to finally, hopefully, end my basketball career in the Philippines, and hopefully I can end it the right way with winning multiple championships and just elevating the game as a whole for you guys. So thanks again for having me, guys, and
Yes, sir.
best of luck with everything.
Man.
So
Scuba, man.
Scuba
Thank you.
Steve.
Thank you
Steve,
for thank you for coming on, man. You seem like a very good, solid, class act dude, man. I see your leadership on the court. So I hope you guys could bring another championship to Ginebra. So best of luck finishing that job. And continue to do you, man. It seems like your legacy isn't going to be just on the court. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you're impacting lives on and off the court as a leader with your teammates and all that. Sound like the reigning Mr. Perfect and Gabe Norwood. So
2.0.
you got
Someone's
some
gotta
competition.
take over.
Yeah, someone got to take over, man. He's retired now, so
It's a tough
you
job.
could be the next. You know what I'm saying? Gabe Norwood, taking over, not in the way of the way that he plays, but the impact he had on people on the court, man. So
well said,
best of
bro.
luck with that, brother.
Yeah.
Well said.
Stay at
brother.
it.
Much love.
Stay at it.
Thank you.
For sure.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you, Stephen, for dropping in and for telling your story.
What's
I
up?
was trying to get
Can we get this on camera? He's gonna be some chocolate. Can we get this on camera?
Oh,
Hey, we right here. Time, bam, and then you know what I'm saying?
One time.
Now.
They finally have the handshake.
We gotta commentate one of their games, bro.
Hey everyone, thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Let It Fly podcast. Please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Join us on Discord, the Let It Fly community. We're always out there talking to you guys. Join our daily fantasy league. Thank you to Pinks always for being the official home of the podcast. We'll see you on the next one.